Could you use a quick tip daily? How about a tip that can impact your day? My name is Raphael. Join me as I bring you tips by experts around the world. These experts have shared their knowledge and wisdom with me and will directly share them with you. Make sure to subscribe, like, follow, and comment, and I would love for you to become part of the New Tip Daily community. Good morning. Happy Monday. I know that a lot of businesses are closed today because tomorrow is 4th of July. And here in the United States, it's Independence Day. It's when we celebrate our freedoms that we have. But tomorrow we'll talk more about that. Today I want to talk about business branding and why I believe it's so important for a business to brand themselves. We do have personal branding. That's another topic for another day. But so one of the things I believe that in order to truly brand your business, a lot of times we think we know what we want. In reality, it's what our customers want if we want to serve them. So I do understand that we need to do a I guess a survey of who we are looking as our or get an avatar. Who is your target audience? Who are they? Who are you trying to reach? Are you trying to reach kids? Are you trying to reach young adults, people in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, older, 70, 80? So where is your reach going to be? And then you have to do your research. You have to identify your target audience's preferences, their needs, even the demographics. Where do they live? You do not want to do a Dunkin' Donuts, a Starbucks, a 7-Eleven in the Sahara Desert. You have no one there. But we want to know what neighborhoods we're going to be in if we're doing a brick and mortar. If we're doing virtual, yeah, that's worldwide. But a brick and mortar is it's a huge thought out process that we have to get into. If we're doing a demographic based on if we're doing on traffic demographics, how many cars pass on the road that I want to put my business on? What's the medium income that comes into this area? Is it a travel area? Is it a home where people make their homes? Are there schools nearby? So a lot of these different things will help with your branding. So don't assume you know what your audience wants. The best thing to do is find out. And then you start to set up your brand. So what is your brand based on? Is it on a product? Is it a service? Is it the facility itself? Is your facility, let's say you have a gym. What makes your gym stand out above the other gyms? Let's say it's a ice skating rink, and maybe there's another one or two more in town. Why does yours stand out? Is it customer service? So branding is a lot of different things that help you retain your clients and get new clients. So personal branding is cool, but business branding is when somebody, look, let's be honest. There's big name brands that everybody knows. If I say the word Coca-Cola, if I say the word Pepsi, maybe if I say just the word soda, one of those two are going to pop into your mind. That's business branding right there. If I say the Gap, you automatically think of the store. What do they offer? If I say Bloomingdale's, if I say Macy's, you already know what they stand for. Saks Fifth Avenue. If I say coffee shop, or if I say Starbucks, the name doesn't say coffee. It doesn't. It's the brand. You know, if I say Dunkin' Donuts, you know, well, they do sell donuts, but they also sell coffee. When we consider branding a business, so here's one of the things, let me see, I have it over here. One of the things that I personally like to do is I like wearing polo shirts. And why not have a polo shirt with your logo on it, right? Let me see. Oh, I have it backwards. Here it is. That's a logo. That's one of my businesses, right? Because I have several. So that's the logo on my polo shirt. Now, not every polo shirt that I have has my logo on it. Sometimes, like this one I'm wearing, doesn't have it. It depends on where I'm going to be, what I'm doing. I have 5 different shows. Each show has a different logo, a different color scheme, a different appearance, so that I am talking to different people. New Tip Daily has its own logo. Let me share with you. We got this logo. If you look up here on top, right, we have that logo. Let me see if I have other ones. Yeah. Here's a different one. Bop. See how that changed? I didn't like that one. And then I thought this one, oh, that looks cool. It's a ball, but you can't read it. And I'm on StreamYard. Guess what? I'm going to share their logo. They have their own logo. They have the duck. But this is the one I thought would stand out the best. And even putting these things up across the bottom has my name. But I can also, this is why StreamYard is so cool, because I can take my name off. And yeah, I could do an overlay. I can do an overlay like that, or I can do an overlay like this, or zero overlay. I can have my name, and I can also do headlines. Let's see, what is my headline? Let's see. I'll put founder of 5 shows. And let's take a look, see what that looks like, right? And then you see underneath it says founder of 5 shows. But I can also get rid of that and just have my name, or get rid of it entirely and then just have this, which has my YouTube and has my Facebook, right? So branding will let people know what you stand for, what your business, I want to say business ideas, concepts, and what you stand for, what your company stands for. So when you think of IBM, right? In the word IBM, it's actually not a word, right? It's IBM. It does not stand for computers. How about Samsung? How about a Droid? How about iPhone, iMac? Or let's go even bigger, Apple. The word Apple is no longer something you bite into. It is the name of a company that is humongous, and they have different products. So think of the word Xerox. When Xerox first started, they were very clever. And the word is, can you make me a Xerox copy? That went to show people, like, wait a minute, Xerox was very smart. Hey, James, how are you, my friend? That was very smart, because here, make me 10 Xerox copies. It automatically let people know the name Xerox, and they thought of it as, oh, it's a copy machine. Meanwhile, there's other copy machines out there, but Xerox was very clever in how they branded themselves. So anybody wanted a copy, they needed to make a Xerox copy. So when we think of technology, when we think of how we use everything, when people think of my business, one of my businesses, right? They think of when they let's consider my woodworking. When they think RG carpentry, okay. But when I put the name RG finish carpentry, now they know that it's a higher quality product. Why? Because I stand behind my quality, and people, my business card is totally different than any other card that I have. I have several businesses, so each one has its own business card, its own identity. So consider your business having its own identity, and that's the brand. Like you have your own identity. Your spouse, your children, your partner, your friends, every one of us has a different identity, and your business brand is an identity, and we need to stand out. So, how do we stand out? Well, how about customer service? How about the way we treat our customers? How about what the engagement that we start with? So you stand behind your idea. I love that, Mandy. We have to be representative of the brand. So if I hire someone and we have a certain dress code, if they don't follow my dress code, they don't work for me. It's that simple. So for me, we always are letting people know that you work for me, but I don't work for me. I work for the brand. I work for the company. So you and I, even if you're my employee, we both have to have the same shared beliefs based on the company. When we talk about my woodworking company, it's all based on quality. So quality is number one. If you think it's good enough, then you don't work for me. It has to be immaculate. It has to be, listen, there's nothing perfect, but it has to be as close to perfect as we possibly can. And we stand behind our product. If anything ever goes wrong, we come back and we fix it, no charge. No charge. That's why people, that's why people follow me. That's why people hire me. So quality, quality, quality. If your brand stands behind what you do, now, and let's talk about my other business, my martial arts. I have so many different tools that my members can use to help them. I have an app, I have videos, I have guides, I have written, I have so many different things that they have a protocol that when they join, this is what they get. This is what happens next. This is what happens a week later, 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, 4 weeks later. Do we call them? Do we not call them? So all these things go into place. So customer service, but protocols. So to go along with your brand, when you, and I talked about representing, do you have a uniform? Do you have a dress code? The way we speak. So of my all of my staff go through public speaking training, every one of them. Why? Because the words we use with our customers reflect our brand. So if I want my customers to speak well of my company, why don't I educate them about my company? So when they recommend someone, whether they know it or not, they will be using the same words I use because I will use them over and over and over and over again in order to have them help represent my company. They're not working for me. But if I consistently use certain words, I just watched, I think it was called Flaming Hot over the weekend. And it was, I think, Frito Lay. And it was the packaging, the way they promote everything. That is all based on customers. We need to think of the customers first. We have to consider what's the end result. If I take care of my customer, they will tell other people. But if I take care of my customer and don't teach them how to speak about my company, they will not know what to say when they refer me to someone. They'll just say, oh, yeah, this, that. But when I educate them, and I'm constantly educating my customers through my customer service, through the services that I provide, free coffee. I give them free coffee. They come into my facility, free coffee. If they're thirsty, if they're, I do sell water, but if I see they didn't bring their water, they didn't bring money, I just give them a bottle of water. I don't ask, I don't say, oh, you owe me money for the water I'm giving you. No, it is so important. It is so important that what we do for our customers, right? Look, I belong to Costco. I belong to Prime. I have Prime. If I'm not happy with a product, I return it. And they make it easy to return. If I go to Costco and I said, hey, this thing is no good, it didn't work, they're like, no problem. How can we help? That is customer service. And Home Depot used to be like that. Now it's a little harder to return things at Home Depot. I used to be able to, being that I have to build stuff, I used to buy like tons of stuff for a project. And when I was done, go return it. Now they give you a hard time. So now I have to be a little bit more clever as to how much stuff I buy. If I buy this amount of material and I only use this amount, let's say there's 15, 20% left over, can I use it in my next project? Then I usually do that, especially when it comes to screws and glues and all those other things. So that's important for me because I never want to short a customer either. The other thing that I do is if a customer ever gives me cash, I count it in front of them. And why do I do that? Not because I don't trust them. And I say that, listen, I'm not counting that I trust you, but sometimes, and I say this, and it's actually happened. I said, sometimes people have given me extra without realizing it. So I count it just to make sure you didn't give me extra. They're like, oh, I like that. And sometimes I've given people money back and they're like, why are you giving me? I said, you gave me too much. I said, it was whatever, $1,500. You gave me 1,600. Oh, really? Yes. And they're like, wow, thank you very much. Guess what? Immediately, they know that they can trust me. They can trust my company and my employees do the same thing. We never, ever assume that they gave us extra money because they like us. Now, let's say we do birthday parties too. At a birthday party, we automatically charge a gratuity. It's just simpler. And a lot of times, and I write it out. The receipt is huge. And I go, it says gratuity, how much they paid. They say thank you. They pay the balance, and then they go Can I give an extra tip to so and so? I'm like, sure. And so they will go and give extra to my staff. Why? Because we over deliver. And guess what? We've had siblings have their birthday party. We're actually having one in 3 weeks because their sister had a party last year and they had such an amazing experience that their younger sibling is now having a birthday party with us. So, brand, brand, brand. When you consider everything that you're doing, consider consider how people will speak about your company. Educate them. Have have flyers up, have posters up so people can see something nice. Your logo should be prevalent. Your website should be prevalent. So when they're there, I have QR codes in my business. So when people come in, I go, give us a review. There's a QR code for that. When people want to know the schedule, there's a QR code for that. They can just put it on their phone. It's easy. So I make people have an easy experience and a beautiful experience when they come to my business because I want them to come back. But the most important reason for my branding is because I want other people to come. And reviews help your brand. So a lot of people have come to me and said, I read your reviews on Google. We had to come. We saw other places that were even closer to our house, but your reviews were amazing. So this is why we're here. Beautiful. Thank you. I appreciate it. And guess what I do? I said, once you've been here for a little bit, would you mind giving me a review? Guess what? They're happy to do it. So, what are the things that you should not do? One, don't ever curse in your business. Don't ever badmouth another employee. Never reprimand anyone, even if they've done the wrong thing in public. You praise, you praise, you praise in public. You reprimand in private. And when you reprimand, if it's a mistake, it's a mistake. Just say, hey, listen, I wanted to share this with you. This is what happened. This is how it went. Please, let's not do that again. So we do make them feel comfortable, Mandy. Yes, we do. Thank you. So building trust, that is the best testimonial. Thank you for being here with me today. I appreciate it. Listen, tomorrow, I hear my gardeners outside. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about Independence Day and what it means to all of us when we consider the independence, the freedoms that we have to be grateful for our forefathers and for those who are currently serving the military who are not with their family having a barbecue this weekend or this week, right? Because 4th of July is Tuesday. A lot of people have taken off from work today on a Monday. I love my clients. So, guess what? For those of you who are not taking the day off and you want to come train with me, let's do it. I'm around. So, I will look forward to seeing you tomorrow and happy Independence Day to you. Mandy, I know you're in Canada. I don't know if you guys celebrate the same time we do, but thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate everybody. Make sure you have yourself an exceptional day today and make it a great one. See you soon.